Okay, not my ideal posing spot, but the one I really love is taken. And I'm not going to wait for my pump to dissipate before getting in there, just for, marginally better lighting. And this corner is pretty cool too, but not the best. Either way, let's see how we're looking pantsless. Do I take them? Yeah, fuck it. Let's get these things all the way off. So, I've got conflicting ideas about my leg training. And I think both can be right at the same time. So, I think my best leg days, which today was a pretty good one. Let's just pose down first before we really start discussing anything fancy. But let's see. Oh, yeah, a little bit too veiny, that's for sure. Oh, goodness. You tell me, is that a pair of legs or what? Not bad. But what I'm trying to say, or what I was about to get at, is I want to do very intense, short burst style, heavy sets, like those sets of squats. I mean, 8 to 12 reps, that's usually what I'm aiming for my heavy sets. But most of my craziest leg pumps, or quad pumps at least, don't come from those really heavy squats. Typically the pump itself comes from those lighter weight, squeezing kind of like high rep pump out sets of leg extensions. So I think I'm getting at least somewhere in terms of trying to kind of develop a leg day which I really like. Not that the leg days I've done in the past I haven't liked, but I think, at least for the time being, sort of a start and return at leg extensions. Let me just describe it from the beginning. I think I'm going to try getting at least maybe 2-3 sets of leg extensions first, because that warms up my quads, gets my knees nice and, well, warm and not so tender when I do heavy pressing. Like on those sets of squats, even though I haven't squatted for a while that heavy with a free bar, my knees felt absolutely perfect. And I attribute some of that to not like having insanely tough knees, but to the fact that before I did those heavy pressings, of course, I warmed up with a plate, then 2 plates, then 3 plates, eased into it. But my legs were already a little bit pumped and warm from 2 sets of leg extensions first. So I think I want to do sort of a 3-part section for my leg days, at least quads. Hamstrings, hamstring curls, some RDLs, pretty basic. But yeah, okay. I want to make sure for you it looks like it's grading from left to right. So first section of quads at least, leg extensions. 2-3 sets, heavy, burnout, make them good working sets. And then once I'm warm, I want a good chunk, maybe 2 or 3. Today I only did 2, but I think I want to do a few more sets of pressing of some heavy shit. Squats, I don't really love Smith machine squats. They kind of, something about the control bar path, I don't love it. So squats, there's a leg press over there behind me, which I really like for a single leg press. I think I'm going to do that next time. Or whatever. I think I want to aim for 3 to 4 really hard, heavy sets right in the beginning, the meat and potatoes. And then finish with as many sets of leg extensions, or maybe leg extension supersets like I did today with those leg extensions into sissy squats. As many of those as I need to get fully pumped. And at the end of that, I think I will have stimulated my quads well. So this was not perfect. I want to do a little bit more pressing right in the middle. But other than that, intensity was there, pump is there. Unfortunately, the lighting isn't as freaky as it could be. And in a bulk, when I'm a bit softer and all my cuts and veins aren't so pronounced, lighting can make a big difference. When you see the little before and after pictures, they're kind of like the comparison pictures of like me with a pump and perfect lighting versus me no pump and normal lighting. That is very drastic when you're kind of bulked up and you're above like 12-13% body fat. When you're really trim, the lighting doesn't matter so much because you already look like a freak no matter what. But if you're bulking and you're going to do your pump check, try to find the best lighting you can, just so you look the coolest. Because a lot of your little intricate details and whatever, they're gonna get masked by that little layer of fat that you got going on. But don't be dissuaded by that. You have to put some of that onto your frame so that you can build some serious muscle underneath, right? If you're doing a legit bulk and you're not gaining at least a noticeable amount of weight over a reasonable amount of time, like at least a few pounds in a month, or maybe 2 pounds in a month, there's no cut and dry rule for weight gain like that. You just kind of have to look at your own situation. But if your scale has been the same for the last 3 months, kick it into gear, man. You know, I just had the pre-workout meal. Technically, I had it like 2 hours before the lift, because if I had it right before the lift, I'd probably feel like total shit. But it was 4 blueberry muffins, so it was like 1,800 calories, 220 grams of carbs, 80 grams of fat. No protein. I didn't have any steak, but that's what I'm talking about, man. If the scale is not moving, you need to put more fuel in the tank, any means necessary. So that's, I think that's all I got. Let's get in the car, go home, eat some more, eat probably a little bit more, and then go to bed. Perfect end to the day of a lifter.